Yeah, yeah. Fucking right. Goddamn motherfucker. Fucking Uncle Sam ass set. I've been looking for Uncle Sam's ass. I've been looking for that bastard. Motherfucker stole my goddamn money. I've been looking for Uncle Sam's ass and took all my goddamn money to the goddamn USA tax dollar, and then ain't nobody taking the goddamn tax dollar and doing nothing with the goddamn tax dollar. Motherfucker.
2015, the average cost of an MRI scan in the U.S. was $1,119, but it was only $215 in Australia. Spain, about $181. And our healthcare system is so inefficient that we spend over a third of our cost on administration. The United States spends.
Oh boy, it's ridiculous, bro. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's just. We donate to it too because that's how down bad we is in America. That's how down bad we is, bro.
Yeah. I'm a dog, I pull up a bitch, trying to cut out my neck on my head. Every show I'm moving with sticks.
Why America sucks at everything. Yes, sir. We suck at every goddamn thing. Goddamn gummy worms, $7 a bag now. These goddamn gummy worms, $7 a damn bag. We suck at everything. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of goddamn America. I'm sick of goddamn American people. No goddamn motherfuckers in the office. Uncle Sam looking ass. Come in my goddamn wallet and take my goddamn money. Motherfucker. I'm ready to beat his motherfucking ass. I am sick of America. I gotta get out fucking America. Goddamn coming from $7 a goddamn bag. Well, these motherfuckers good though. Y'all comment down below now. Road to 100K. My grandma doing 45 years for turning outside McDonald's for a large ice water. Today we got David Cross. Why America sucks at everything. We fucking suck. Goddamn right. I love every last one of y'all. Join the goddamn Double K family, the Keep Coming family, by subscribing down below. Road to 100K. We gonna hit it. Let's go crazy. I love y'all. Comment down below the next reaction or send it to me on social media. You know how we get down. I love y'all. Let's have a good day, good vibe, and keep the energy hot. Cause fucking America sucks. America is bad at everything, continues to be bad at everything. Aren't we the fucking richest country though? We still fucking suck, bro.
America is the greatest country on earth. The strongest, the richest, the
Patriot juice. That goddamn Patriot juice.
powerful country on earth. As an American, I'm sure you've heard that roughly 135 times a year.
I've been hearing that shit my whole goddamn life. I'm tired of hearing that shit. And then when you went to school, you heard that shit every goddamn week.
235 if you go to public school. 335 if you go to a Christian academy.
Exactly.
We're told that Americans have the best lives of any people in the world. That we have low taxes, small government, and the highest living standards on earth. And most inaccurately, that we're the freest. Well, it is partly true. America is the richest country, not just in the world, but in the history of the world. It's really hard to
Partly true, my nigga. Partly true.
And just how rich we are. We have 18 million people who are millionaires. American households own about $100 trillion in wealth, an almost unthinkable amount of money. Okay, so America is the richest country ever.
Yeah.
But there's a curious paradox. Most Americans actually have a much worse standard of living than people who live in poorer countries like Germany or Finland or Britain. But how can that be? That shouldn't make...
How can that be? Let's figure it out now. Let's figure it out, America. Motherfuckers.
sense. Well, here's the shitty deal. Americans get significantly worse services because our tax dollars don't fund them.
Yeah. Fucking right. Goddamn motherfucker. Fucking Uncle Sam ass set. I've been looking for Uncle Sam's ass. I've been looking for that bastard. Motherfucker stole my goddamn money. I've been looking for Uncle Sam's ass and took all my goddamn money to the goddamn USA tax dollar, and then ain't nobody taking the goddamn tax dollar and doing nothing with the goddamn tax dollar. Motherfucker.
Of course, our services are worse, and thus we enjoy less happy lives than people who live in the aforementioned countries. Not that difficult a concept to conceive, really. You get what you pay for, said the cartoon dog to the other cartoon dog. And while you might think the reason American tax dollars don't fund as many services is because we pay lower taxes than other countries, that's not even true.
Exactly, that shit is a cap.
At federal, state, local, and sales taxes, and include other costs and services that our taxes don't cover but other countries' taxes do, like our uniquely high health insurance premiums, you'll find that Americans actually give away more of their wages than most of the developed world. For example, in Canada, for a married worker with 2 kids, all of the previously mentioned costs combined, from taxes to health insurance premiums, make up only 11% of the average wage. In the UK, it's just about 26%. Meanwhile, once you tack on the cost of our outlandish health insurance premiums, you're spending a whopping 43% of your...
I gotta get out the fucking US, bro. I gotta get out of the goddamn US. I got to get out of the goddamn US, man.
paycheck. That's more than France, Finland, Sweden, and Norway.
Just take the whole paycheck.
If you're a Texas
Take the whole
homeowner,
check.
2022 is your last chance to go solar. In December of
Fuck
2020,
your solar panels. Take the
In
paycheck.
real
Take the
reality,
paycheck.
Americans keep much less of what we own than in other countries. In other countries, their government takes a bit more tax, but then gives that money back to their citizens in the form of health care or job support.
Yeah, they're giving back to the people, doing something they supposed to be doing with the damn tax dollar. Where's our tax dollar going? I don't know. I ain't seen my tax dollar. I ain't know what they doing with it. I don't know if they planning on building robots to kill off the population with the tax dollars. I don't know what's going on in America. I gotta get out. Y'all gotta help me get out. Please, somebody, please. Please, somebody, just send the U-Haul truck. Please send the goddamn U-Haul trucks. Just send the U-Haul trucks to my house. Send about 5, about 3 or 4. I could pack everything I own in this motherfucker, and we just gonna get out of here.
Or a general safety net for all vulnerable citizens, no matter how dusky they are. So what do Americans get for the money we pay in? Well, sure, we get a crumbling infrastructure, shameful homelessness, and millions of hungry, neglected children, but we also get some of the worst services in the developed world. Again, our healthcare. American healthcare is simultaneously the most expensive, the least efficient, and the least effective healthcare system in the developed world. Hey, the devil's trifecta. And in exchange for this extremely expensive, inefficient healthcare system, what do we get? Well, we get some of the worst health outcomes in the developed world. We have fewer hospital beds per capita than people in Turkey or Brunei. Americans have a lower life expectancy than people in Lebanon or Cuba. And in the Mississippi Delta and much of Appalachia, life expectancy is lower than in Bangladesh. In fact, in 2017, the United Nations sent a commissioner to West Virginia to document what he saw, and he described, quote, third world conditions of absolute poverty, unquote. We even have a higher infant mortality rate than people in Russia and Serbia. In every single...
So y'all know what that mean, right? You know. You know.
America does worse across the board. So why is healthcare so expensive? Because it's so complicated. You have to look for in-network physicians, schedule an established care appointment, beg for coverage from your insurance company that couldn't care less about you, and that's if you're lucky enough to have good insurance.
If they could care less about you. They don't give a damn if you die. On to the next person that owe that money. That pay that money every month. And then let's get the new nigga that walked through the door. Let's get him to join our insurance coverage. They can all die. Cause when the next nigga's born, we gonna get him, and then he gonna die, and then we gonna get the next one, and then he gonna die, and then we gonna get the next one, and he gonna die, she gonna die, he gonna die, little Jimmy gonna die, Uncle Enrique gonna die, and then Sally Mae gonna join the team. She gonna die. We're gonna get another Sally Mae Jr., Sally Mae the third, and it continues. The pattern fucking continues. I gotta get out of America.
Compare that to Britain and all of those other evil, socialist-like countries where it's simple. Public hospitals provide free treatment to people who need it. That's it. I'll repeat that. Public hospitals provide free treatment to people
who need it.
And here's the best part. Even though Britain offers healthcare for free, their system is actually a lot cheaper to run than ours. Per capita healthcare spending in the US is almost 3 times what it is in Britain, and almost 5 times what Canadians spend. In fact, Americans spend the most per person of any country in the world for healthcare. But the free market is more efficient, you screech. But in America, private systems often aren't efficient at all. Private drug companies have an incentive to charge whatever they can get away with for pharmaceuticals. In Canada, a carton of insulin costs about $20. In the US, it costs $300. And with private insurance companies footing the bill, hospitals have an incentive to get as much money out of patients as possible too.
As much
In
money.
2015, the average cost of an MRI scan in the US was $1,119. But it was only $215 in Australia. Spain, about $181. And our healthcare system is so inefficient that we spend over a third of our cost on administration. The United States spends significantly more on administration than we spend on preventative or long-term healthcare.
It's ridiculous.
That's just not smart.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, we get it. We all know that American healthcare is so much more expensive, you say, but that's the cost of having the freest freedom in God's favorite country. Well, guess what? Medical procedures that are totally free in Britain, like giving birth, cost tens of thousands of dollars in the United States. I mean, you want to talk about the cost of freedom. Sadly, because of these high costs, Americans often avoid going to the doctor, something almost half the population say they do.
Have you considered going solar in Texas, but afraid of the huge price tag attached?
fuck
Most
Texas.
people don't know this, but almost 100%.
I gotta get out of Texas. Fuck Texas.
With shoddy or non-existent health insurance, Americans will wait until their conditions force them into the emergency room where treatment is far more expensive. Again, not a smart system. Quite often, they end up putting off medical visits and dying. Susan Finley, a 53-year-old Walmart employee in Colorado, got pneumonia and took 1 day off of work beyond what Walmart's policy allows. So, of course, Walmart's gonna Walmart, which they did by firing her.
You're
Without her
fired.
job, she lost her nominal health care coverage, she struggled to find new work, and after avoiding a visit to the doctor for flu-like symptoms, she was found dead in her apartment. When Americans do manage to get treated, they frequently can't afford it. Simple, life-saving treatments can cost tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, and if they don't have really good insurance, they're forced to take on medical debt. Tens of millions of Americans owe medical debt, often into the tens of thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, in a country like Britain or Norway, medical debt is almost unheard of. But hey,
Ridiculous, bro.
that's why GoFundMe is such a critical component of American healthcare. 1 in 3 GoFundMe campaigns is now for medical bills. I'll repeat that. 1 in 3 GoFundMe campaigns is now for medical bills. America is such a strong...
Everybody gotta go fund me now, boy. It's ridiculous, bro. That's why. That's just. We donate to it too because that's how down bad we is in America. That's how down bad we is, bro. Damn, it's crazy to see some of these countries don't have no. It's like you don't have to worry about no medical debt. That's crazy, bro. That's real life, bro. I'm glad I get to react to videos like this because this wakes me up and shows me real life reality, bro. What life really is. Like sometimes I feel like we all forget what life really is, but this is what's going on in the back end. Like behind closed doors, this is what's going on, bro. the real life stuff is really, this is what's really happening. People can't afford this and that. We gotta make that GoFundMe. Send that GoFundMe, like, put that GoFundMe link in the description and tweet it out, Facebook it out, put it on Instagram.
Powerful, rich, and great country that its citizens have to beg strangers on the internet for money so they can get life-saving treatments that are free in the rest of the developed world.
Do I gotta replay that for you so I can hear it back? Here it is.
So they can get life-saving treatments that are free in the rest of the developed world. But hey, that's just healthcare. Americans get terrible deals wherever you look. Let's take work, for example. Americans work longer hours than people in any other rich country in the world, and that's not because they enjoy sleep deprivation and not seeing their families for days at a time. It's because they don't want to starve, or freeze, or die. See, America has the least generous job support programs, the least generous family benefits, and the least generous unemployment benefits of any wealthy country. It's one of the only countries on earth that doesn't guarantee paid time off for vacations. It doesn't even help provide paid time off for parents who just had a child. And it's not coincidental that we're also one of the most hostile countries to workers' rights. America has one of the lowest unionization rates in the entire world. Maybe this deprivation, our refusal to give people the means to lead a good, dignified life commensurate with how rich our country is, can explain a bit of what we've seen in the United States over the last few decades. Fraying communities, rising rates of depression and suicide, huge numbers of deaths from drug overdoses. These so-called deaths of despair, suicide, drug overdoses, alcoholic liver disease, they're one big reason why American life expectancy has actually started to decline over the last few years. And with such poor conditions, it's not a surprise that poverty is so rampant in the United States. America devotes a smaller percentage of spending on social welfare than any other industrialized economy because, say it with me, socialism is evil.
Socialism is evil.
It's evil.
Socialism.
Go to Denmark and try telling those happy, healthy families enjoying their paid vacation that their system of government is evil. Guess what? I guarantee they'll know you're an American. But I digress.
Oh, trust me, they're going to say, oh, you American, buddy? American? Oh, yeah. Oh, they're going to laugh. They're going to laugh their motherfucking ass.
America also has the highest rate of child poverty of any developed country, and the highest percentage of workers earning significantly less than the national median income. That seems pretty evil to me, especially since such a tiny fraction take as much of your money for themselves and their families as you will let them. All the while, both parties smile and shake hands. Across every single metric, no people accept a worse deal than Americans today. High taxes, high cost of living for next to nothing in return from the government. The most expensive healthcare system for the worst health outcomes. More money taken from workers for the highest rate of child poverty. We are the richest country in the history of the world, but we have fewer miles of high-speed rail than Uzbekistan. We are the greatest country in the world, yet we have the most people in prison.
Exactly. I want to turn this shit off, bro.
Of any country, and the highest incarceration rate as well, and a higher rate of police killings than in Angola and Sudan.
And then they killing all the black niggas. They killing all the niggas. It's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous.
America is bad at everything because instead of choosing to make life better for people through a public healthcare system or more generous childcare policies or better public transit or programs that allow people to spend more time with their families, American law is designed and crafted to protect a class of parasitical middleman industries.
Yep.
Instead of using a proportionally tiny piece of the massive amount of the wealth in this country to make people's lives healthier and happier. Most of our elected leaders are, and have been for generations, engaged in a massive project of looting, gently and lovingly guiding as much money as possible from working people into the pockets of the well-connected and the ultra-rich. Think about that as we start hearing about the inevitable rise in homelessness, poverty, starvation, and sickness that will occur during these coming months and years in the greatest, strongest, richest, most powerful country on the face of the earth.
America. We gotta
I'm
wake.
David Cross for the Gravel Institute.
Shout out David Cross, man. We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up one day, y'all. I don't think we're never gonna wake up, man. Sad, bro. MRI costs thousands of dollars down here. In other countries, it costs $200. Damn. Other countries, they giving the tax dollar back to the people that give them the tax dollar. I don't know what they doing with our tax dollar in America. And Uncle Sam just come knocking on the door, and then he don't even knock on the door. He just come in there and say, "Hey, give me that goddamn money." You know, you would think he would knock on the door first and say, "Hey, you know, we have to go out there and have a conversation." But he just tear the whole damn door down. Come in the house, guns drawn and everything. I'll catch y'all in the next video, bro.